Before we dive into the analysis and evaluation topics, let's do a quick recap of some fundamental audit concepts that are essential for this phase. During the audit process, internal auditors need to keep several fundamental concepts in mind to ensure the quality and effectiveness of their work. These concepts include audit evidence, professional skepticism, materiality, risk assessment, and the concept of control. Here's an explanation of each concept. Audit evidence. Audit evidence refers to the information collected by auditors during the course of their work to support their conclusions and recommendations. It can be obtained from various sources such as financial statements, internal reports, interviews with employees, and observations of processes. Audit evidence must be relevant, reliable, and sufficient to provide a solid basis for the auditor's conclusions. Professional skepticism. Professional skepticism is an attitude of questioning and critical assessment that auditors maintain throughout the audit process. It involves being alert to conditions that may indicate possible misstatements, fraud, or non-compliance with regulations. By exercising professional skepticism, auditors can ensure that they do not overlook any potential risks or issues and that their conclusions are well-founded. Materiality. Materiality is the concept that determines the significance of a particular piece of information or misstatement in the context of an organization's overall financial condition or operations. An item is considered material if its omission or misstatement would influence the decision-making process of the users of the financial statements or other relevant information. Auditors must consider materiality when planning and conducting their work, as it helps them focus on the most critical aspects of the audit. Risk assessment. Risk assessment involves the identification and analysis of risks that could impact an organization's ability to achieve its objective, maintain effective internal controls, or comply with laws and regulations. Auditors must assess these risks to determine the areas of the audit that require the most attention and to allocate their resources effectively. A thorough risk assessment helps auditors identify potential issues and develop appropriate audit procedures to address them. Concept of control. The concept of control is fundamental to the audit process as it refers to the policies, procedures, and practices put in place by an organization to manage risks, ensure the reliability of financial reporting, and promote compliance with laws and regulations. Auditors must evaluate the effectiveness of these controls to determine whether they are adequately designed and operating as intended. This evaluation helps auditors identify control weaknesses that could lead to misstatements, fraud, or non-compliance, and recommend improvements to strengthen the organization's control environment. By keeping these fundamental concepts in mind, internal auditors can ensure that their work is thorough, objective, and focused on the most critical aspects of their organization's operations. These concepts also help auditors maintain a high level of professional standards and contribute to the overall effectiveness and value of the internal audit function.